HSPN Live is on the air. Welcome, everybody, to the Homestead Sports Complex behind Keys Gate High School for today's game between the Gulliver Prep Raiders and the Keys Gate Knights. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jay Haybacht, along with my broadcast partner, as usual, Mr. Justin Bresner. Justin, welcome.
Thanks, Jay. Looking forward to a good one here today. Got a lot of wind. Could be some serious offensive output from either of these teams as the wind blowing out to center and right center.
Well, let's talk about the wind first, because your point is very, very well taken, and we have several reasons we want to talk about the wind from a production standpoint. On our end is it is blowing everything everywhere here. All of our paperwork, all of our equipment, everything is blowing everywhere. It is about a 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained wind that is blowing through the Homestead Sports Complex. And folks, if you have not been to the Homestead Sports Complex, it is a wide open area. There are no trees. There is nothing blocking the wind. So when it comes in from the southwest, it roars through this complex here. And as many of you know that have seen our setup, we use our cameras up on our stands, and sometimes those stands start rocking when the wind starts hitting 20, 30 miles an hour. And then add to that there are no fences here. Everything is a screen. So we may have some challenges with our cameras today, but so far so good. I think we're looking pretty good so far, and we're looking forward to a great game here today.
Yes, we are. It should be a good one. Fans are starting to come in. I think we will escape the rain. At least at the moment, it looks that way.
Yeah, also, oddly enough, right behind us, they are setting up for a massive festival. So we may have some company that is not baseball related today, but we are expecting a large crowd. Gulliver wearing the road grays today. Gray shirts, gray pants with the navy hats. Keysgate wearing their home navy jerseys with yellow trim, the navy and yellow hats, and the white pants today. The main story for Keysgate, Justin, as it was last season, and we've done enough Keysgate games to know, it is their number 3 hitter and their closer, Rey Hernandez. Rey Hernandez had a monster game when we did Keysgate at Marlins Park last year, and he is having a great season. He's 10 for 15 this season, so he's hitting .667. If he can keep that pace up, that's MVP type numbers. Here come the umpires. I think they're some of our AUBL umpires, Justin. Is that Lucius?
And Hernandez, the only player out here today with a home run so far this season. So we know he has some power from previous games.
And we're only like 4 games in. So
correct.
If he's got a home run, then he's looking at hitting multiples for the season. Both of these schools looking to turn things on the uptick because a lot of players lost, and building the programs and things like that, and Gulliver a little bit young and trying to work their way forward. Head coach Manny Crespo does a great job. We've been around the Gulliver program for years now. They've had a little bit of tough luck this season. They are 0-3 on the season, but they should be very competitive here today. Keysgate, a 2-2 record. They are 1-0 inside their district, which is District 16. They are 3A 16. Gulliver is 3A District 15. So we are expecting a very close, competitive game today. We're expecting good pitching on both sides. We're expecting solid hitting on both sides, and I don't think we're going to see too many mistakes today, Justin. It should be a fairly clean game.
Should be a good one. Looking forward to it. Meeting at home plate for the exchange of information here. We should be started in the next 2-3 minutes.
Pitchers today, Damian Gonzalez has pitched 4 1/3 this season. He's a 4.85 ERA, 7 strikeouts against 4 walks, so a good ratio, almost a 2-to-1 ratio, and 2.08 walks to hits per innings pitched. That is a little higher than Coach Benavides wants, but I think as the season goes along, that number will also come down, maybe be at about 1.5. For Gulliver, it's going to be Dylan Maya pitching today. This is Dylan's first pitching performance of the season, but that's not surprising this young in the season. You're only in the 4th game,
right?
And you haven't used your entire rotation yet. Usually most teams will have 4 or 5 starting pitchers, and Dylan Maya, we're told, will do very well today as well. So just because he hasn't thrown yet this season is not necessarily an indication that he won't throw well. We do expect a good game from both of these pitchers here today. Both bullpens also very good, and we have the stats. Emilio will put the stats back up on the screen so everybody can see. And there you have it. There are the rosters for both teams, and we have both the batting and the pitching stats for both of these teams on the screen right now. We'll let you digest those. Hopefully you're watching on a bigger screen, maybe what do you think, Justin? A 65-inch TV? You should be able to see those pretty good, huh?
Yeah, pretty good, but it was, what was that, an 82 at the bike races that Peony Insurance would set up?
Well, that's a whole different world.
It was 82.
There. You start getting up around 80, and that's a screen that'll take up your whole wall.
Yes, it will.
But usually, I would say most folks these days have at least a 42 in their house. 42 seems fairly small now. You can get a 42-inch TV for what, like $200-300 now. I had gotten my 65-inch maybe 5 years ago at Christmas for $1,000, and I thought I did great. And now I'm seeing all these sales on TVs, and the technology just keeps getting better and better. They have all these smart TVs now. You can just go right into YouTube and watch us on YouTube directly straight away. So the technology is getting better and better, and we're here to go right along with that. We are just about ready for action here at Keysgate. We are at the Homestead Sports Complex. We are 3 minutes from game time. Running the board today, as usual, Emilio Sierra. Emilio, you want to say hello to the fans? We usually don't get you on the microphone. Maybe today you can say a couple words.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here. I love watching these baseball games.
Thank you, Emilio. We also have Talon Taylor here with us today, and we're going to let Talon say hello on the mic in just a minute to everybody. And Talon has done yeoman's work this season. Talon has been everywhere and anywhere. Talon, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. This is a beautiful baseball day, as it always is. A little bit of wind, but I'll take wind over.
A little?
I'll take wind over sun any day.
I want to see what a lot of wind looks like to you. If you think this is a little wind, I want to see what's it going to be, a hurricane? Is that a lot of wind?
Well, I spent some time around the Indianapolis, Chi-Town area, so all my people from Chicago, big up to all of you, because this is a little bit of wind.
Yeah, this is little wind for him then. Absolutely.
Well, Talon, I could see why this might be a little baby wind for you if you're from the Chicago area. And Talon has done a tremendous job. And Justin, we've had quite a busy last week, 2 weeks here, doing a whole host of different sports and a whole host of different locations, and it has been a very busy time for us. But we are very glad to be back with HSBN Live, and we're so glad that all of you folks could join us here today, and we are just about ready for action. You're watching HSBN Live, and we will be back right after this. Okay, we're about ready to start here as Manuel Pratt's behind the plate signals that we are ready to play ball. I guess, Justin, no national anthem. This might be the first high school game we've seen where there was no national anthem. Maybe there's no PA system here.
No, it's not the first time, though. It has happened in previous games. We have been with no national anthem right into the game before.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no PA system...
That's Betridge with a hit right off the bat.
That might drop, and it's going to drop.
It will
for
drop.
A hit. First pitch, and Gulliver has something going already.
Ooh, Betridge, first pitch single to start off the game. That's going to bring up number 16, Danny McAuliffe, second baseman. That's in for a strike.
2 pitches, 2 strikes. So far, Gulliver pitcher Gonzalez, Dylan Maya doing his job. No, it is Damian Gonzalez. And that's one hit hard, and that's going to be
drop.
A base hit.
Well hit by Danny McAuliffe. 2 singles start off the game.
So, Justin, let's talk about the wind again, because we mostly were talking about the wind in a production sense. We didn't really talk about it in a baseball sense. What do you see the wind doing today to this game?
Making it an heavy offensive day, as it's blowing towards the outfield. This is number 10, Luis Aparicio, the third baseman.
And that's the problem, is the outfielders have to play so deep that any ball that's hit short is going to drop.
Going to drop. Yes, sir.
No outs. 2 runners on. Will he be bunting? No, he will not. But the ball gets away. Both runners will advance. And Justin, because it's the first inning, we're not even going to have any discussion of a UIBB, are we?
No, absolutely not.
UIBB, of course, for those of you new to our broadcast, is the old unintentional intentional walk. And we see those in many of our games. As soon as a runner reaches second base and first base is open, we'll see the pitcher pitch around a batter, and that is what we call on these broadcasts for HSBN Live the unintentional intentional walk, UIBB. That one up high, 2-0. And the one thing you don't want to do here, Justin, and we've seen this in the first inning before, is the first 2 runners get on, and now you've got your number 3 and number 4 hitters coming up with no outs. You don't want to give a fat pitch right in the middle of the plate. Nice
Big
off-speed pitch.
Couldn't catch up to that one.
I think he was looking for the fastball there.
Aparicio hits
third
it.
baseman. He knocks it down. He'll throw to first. He
got
gets
him,
the out.
but that will score.
They'll trade an out for a run, and Gulliver will be more than happy to do that. They'll do that several more times this game if given the opportunity.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Eric Delgado. So Betridge has already come around to score. McAuliffe's over on second.
Yeah, there was no way for him to go to third, Justin, with no outs.
No.
There was absolutely no reason to take that chance.
That was left up high.
We have 3 cameras going today. We may have a 4th one going as soon as our own Talon Taylor gets the rest of our cameras working correctly. And it has been a full-time job for Talon here today. Talon, you doing okay over there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know.
That one sliced foul. Justin, Talon has been working for what would you say, 2 hours straight trying to get these cameras going.
Yeah, it's real difficult with the wind and the screen. And
It's a good thing he has a lot of experience doing this with us, because I'm telling you, it has been a lot of work for him here today.
count 1 and 2 to Delgado.
Last year when we were using those interns, Justin, I don't think they would have handled it today. It takes an experienced cameraman to handle all of this equipment that we have. Curveball, did he go?
swing?
Yes, he did.
Got him.
He struck him out. So he gets the number 3 and 4 batters, does Damian Gonzalez, and now all of a sudden, 1 run starting to look pretty good for Keysgate.
It is. And here's first baseman Jake Santos. 2 out, 1 on in the top of the first. That was in for a strike. Nice
inside
pitch.
Corner.
Nice pitch.
Santos is a sophomore, 6'1", 185 pounds. Only 3 at-bats so far this season. Has not had a hit yet. Runner leads off of second base.
He's safe, just
Justin,
barely.
he was almost halfway to third when he finally turned around.
Yeah, McAuliffe quick to get back to that base.
He's got ideas, and with 2 outs, it's not exactly the most percentage play to try to take third. Look at that curveball. I'll tell you, Justin, the Gulliver hitters are having a hard time picking up the rotation on those off-speed pitches. Damian Gonzalez, his fastball's been hit by a couple batters, but his curveball has not been hit at all. And that one hit into left field.
That'll
It's a
get
short
down.
hop and short. This is going to be a hard play. Did he get him? No,
Safe.
and the ball gets away. Gulliver will score the second run of the game. And a very excited Gulliver bench out to greet McAuliffe. McAuliffe on his way to FIU. Not today, of course.
No. But next season.
So Santos, let's see what the official scorer says. It is a hit. The official scorer has given him a hit. So his first hit of the season. And McAuliffe scores on the error. That's one of those, Justin, where maybe you put it in your pocket if you're the shortstop.
Possibly so, but score now 2-0. This is Jake Gorelick, the designated hitter.
And that one up high.
Still 2 outs and 1 on for Gulliver.
Our audience starting to build. We're up to 37 viewers right now. There's an off-speed
Just
pitch.
missed inside.
That looked like a changeup, Justin. It looks like Damian Gonzalez has 4 or 5 pitches he's featuring here today. And that one inside. First base open with 2 outs. I don't know if he's going to give him anything to hit here.
3-0 count. I don't think so.
But I guarantee you, Jake Gorelick will take a big swing at it if it's anywhere near the strike zone here. I believe I know his brother. That one low. I believe I know Jake Gorelick's brother. Bernard, if you're watching, hit us on the text line.
So 2 on, 2 out now for Eric Clemente, the right fielder.
Emilio will give us a couple of screenshots, split screens to take a look at here. First and second with 2 outs.
Clemente, a tall kid.
That's the nice curveball that we've seen from Damian Gonzalez.
Yeah, Clemente also 6'1".
It's a very tall Gulliver team.
That's what it looks like so far. Clemente can't catch that one.
Alan Emilio saying the split screen's not in sync, just so you know. Sorry. Another off-speed pitch. He struck him out.
That'll do it.
2 strikeouts in the inning for Gonzales, but unfortunately,
Two
runs.
runs. Yeah.
So we go to the bottom of the first inning. It is Gulliver 2, Keysgate coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. You are watching HSBN Live, and we are at the Homestead Sports Complex right behind Keysgate Charter High School. And Justin, this was once a very, very proud area. The Homestead Sports Complex used to feature a tremendous stadium back in the...
We're sitting in their seats.
We are repurposed.
Yep.
Repurposed seats. Back in the late 80s and early 90s when this complex was formed, it was formed for the Cleveland Indians. And it was formed with a stadium and 4 outer baseball fields, and it was quite a sight to see. Unfortunately, Hurricane Andrew blew it all away and changed the entire landscape of Homestead and of Miami-Dade County. And with that, the stadium and the outer fields really never truly recovered. It eventually was used for some adult baseball, which I played on these fields for many years. And, the fields were good. They weren't bad for adult baseball. The stadium did get used from time to time, but never really developed into what we thought it would be. And I'm told that there were some shots from any given Sunday that were filmed in that stadium. So if you remember the movie with
Pacino,
with Cameron Diaz and Al Pacino,
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, very good movie, and some of those scenes were in all different parts of Miami, and I'm told that some of the football scenes were filmed in what used to be Homestead Stadium. That stadium has actually been demolished, and many fans might not even know that last year, in the last 7 months, the stadium was actually completely demolished. It is not standing anymore. And what Keysgate has done is has built a great facility around field number 1, and has built some stands and gotten the field in tremendous shape. And for a high school field, field number 1 here at Homestead is an excellent field. It is in great condition. The grass is in great condition. The clay is in excellent condition. Very well taken care of. Coach Rich Benavides does a great job with this field. And also City of Homestead does help him a bit as well. So here we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be Keysgate coming to bat, down 2-0.
Alejandro Calalpa, the center fielder.
Calapa this season hitting .273. He's 6 feet tall, 165 pounds. And he goes to bunt. That is a
nice
great bunt.
bunt.
Here's the throw to first.
He got him.
He got him. Are you kidding me?
Excellent defensive play.
Wow. Luis Aparicio, who was all-county last year, makes the play at third base. And, Justin, that was all-world. That's a tremendous play. I'm sure Calapa was shocked when he got to first and saw the umpire making the out sign with his hand. It'll go 5-3.
That's going to bring up number 14, Marco Gonzalez, the first baseman. Big swing. Couldn't catch up to that one. Going to step out and reset.
Dylan Maya, big lefty, 6'2", 170 pounds.
That one misses outside.
Has hit the ball well, hitting .333 this season. This is his first time pitching this season. we are familiar with both of these teams. We have broadcasted both of them. Nice off-speed pitch. Look at what he did there. Pulled the string, and Justin, I think that was about 15, 20 miles an hour less than
yes.
what his fastball looks like. That came in at about 60 miles an hour, almost an eephus pitch there. Another one, and he struck him out. 2 outs in the inning.
2 quick outs. Now it's going to bring up the home run man, Rey Hernandez.
Dylan Maya trying to get into the top part of this starting position for Gulliver's pitchers. He's saying, don't forget about me here, guys. I can pitch a little bit too.
Well, here's his chance to prove it because Rey Hernandez has some serious power.
Well, if he can get by Rey Hernandez, that would be saying something.
Yes, it would.
Rey Hernandez, folks, get this, 10 for 15 this season. Let me say that again. Rey Hernandez is hitting 10 for 15. That is a 667 average. They say baseball is a game of failure. Don't tell that to Rey Hernandez. It is a game of success for him. And it looks like, Justin, that Dylan Maya got the memo because he is staying way away from Rey Hernandez.
Probably a smart idea.
The other thing that Rey Hernandez does to a baseball game, and look at that
Just
one go. He
cracked
has hit
it.
it a ton going back. Oh, and he
Caught it.
makes the catch at the wall. That ball was hit a ton.
Beautiful catch by Marlo Suarez out there in left field.
That's the thing about aluminum. You hardly hear it, sometimes. He hit the ball so well, I could hardly hear it. He hit that ball long. Even when he makes an out, he hits the ball 325 feet. And that's the other thing about Homestead, Justin, is these fields were designed as major league fields. So they are much further, the fences are much further back.
Yes.
They were not designed as high school fields. So it is about 320, 330 down the line, and then as you get into left field, which is where Hernandez hit that ball, it's probably about 370. It's quite a poke over there. And then, of course, center field is about 410, 415 to center field. They don't have the marking on it, but I've played on these fields, and I remember them being over 400 feet to center field. Like I said, it's built for major league players. You got to feel bad for these high school kids. They get a hold of one, and they find out that, they're not even at the warning track.
Yep. And most parks, that probably would have been out.
Well, let's say at Gulliver, which is the team they're playing against today, that ball would have had a good chance of being out. And the last game we did at Gulliver, the wind was blowing out pretty well to both left field and right field. We did see a couple of home runs last time we were there. So we go to the top half of the second inning. Gulliver leading Keysgate 2-0. You're watching HSBN Live.
This is George Lombard going to start off the second inning for Gulliver. Lombard, the shortstop. Big swing, and he can't catch up to that pitch, Jay. They're having some problems. Damian Gonzalez fooling them at the moment. That one's left a little bit low.
And
that one smacked up in the air. Shallow left.
It'll become a can of corn and makes the catch, and an easy play out there for Horacio Cruz. Lombard flies out to left. 1 out for Gulliver.
That will bring up Milo Suarez, who had that great catch the previous inning out there at the fence, it looked like from our vantage point.
Suarez hitting .667, 2 for his first 3 this season. Fastball up high. And that's the thing about Damian Gonzalez. He's got that very deceiving breaking pitch, and then he throws the fastball inside so you can't dive in on his breaking pitches.
That one's left up high.
You can tell he was taught by a very adept pitching coach, because every pitch comes out of his hand looking the same. No way to tell what he's throwing. He does not tip his pitches.
That one missed inside.
3-0. And Justin, we are at the number 9 hitter,
The
so
number 9.
anything's possible.
That one's in for a strike.
That's what we call a get me over fastball, a 3-0 fastball that's not very fast.
Suarez knocks
Is it
that
in
one.
play? Yes, it is, and he'll tag him. And he tries to go out of the baseline. He tried to fake him out. I love it.
So that would be a 2 unassisted, Jay?
He acted like he was going back to the dugout. And
He
then
did.
And then he tried to go around the catcher. That was great. So that'll go 2 unassisted.
That'll bring Gulliver back to the top of the order with Will Bettridge. Had a nice single and came around to score in the first.
Yeah, Gulliver scored 2 in the first inning, and it could have been more. They had a lot going with no outs. Curveball outside. We have an interesting perspective here at the Homestead Sports Complex, as we are right behind home plate. There is a concrete divider right in front of us, but we are literally 15, 20 feet from home plate.
And that's going to get down for a hit.
Hit to center field.
Bettridge 2 for 2 on the day.
Right back up the box. So the point being, Justin, that we can see these pitches as they're coming in. We can see a curveball different from a changeup, different from a fastball, different from sinker, whatever the pitcher's throwing. We can really get a good look at it here.
Yeah, better than a lot of other fields that we go to.
And it's just because we're so close. The only fields I can think of where we were closer than this is fastball inside, is Coral Park, South Dade High School, South Ridge High School. I think that's it.
That could be it. So Danny McAuliffe also looking to go 2 for 2 here.
Archbishop Coleman Carroll. That was the other one. Curveball. Nice pitch in for a strike. And we also have netting all around instead of fencing, so it's similar to Miami Christian. Very difficult for Talon to get those cameras out. And this is popped up. It's going to be out of play, but will there be a play?
There is a play.
And there is a play in foul territory. Another nice play by the left fielder, Horacio Cruz, and that will do it. Gulliver goes down
1, 2, 3, 4.
with no runs. Sandwiched inside all of the outs was a hit by Bettridge, and no runs score here for Gulliver in the second inning. Gulliver leads 2-0. You are watching HSBN Live. And Justin, one thing also about the conditions here today, there is absolutely no sun, and I am not complaining.
No, thankfully we got the clouds basically behind us, which is where the sun is headed anyway.
Well, we have been getting roasted at all of these
Yes.
baseball locations.
And that was my first thought when I walked out in the sun today, was we are going to get cooked. But we actually have a metal roofed enclosure here, and tons and tons of clouds.
The only games that we have had less sun than this have been the 2 basketball games that we did in the last few days. We now obviously branching out into other sports, so we're diversifying our portfolio, as it were. But baseball is our first love, and we will always love doing baseball. And we really enjoy these HSBN Live games too. These are always very special for us. Kind of a herky-jerky motion. I didn't really pick that up in the first inning.
From Maya?
Yeah, Maya doesn't really come at you conventionally. If you watch his motion, it's kind of comes at you in waves. He stops, he starts, he stops, he starts. It's really hard to know when the ball's coming if you're the hitter. You wait and you load, and then you have to load again, and it's very hard for these Keys Gate hitters to sit on anything. Talon Taylor doing a great job with the cameras again. Talon going for umbrellas. That's not good.
No. Let's hope it's just precautionary.
Talon, are you doing that for rain?
Yes.
Almost had an injury on the sideline. So this is Austin Yeager, the third baseman for the Knights. Yeager, a big boy. If he gets a hold of one here, it might go a long way.
Giovanni Cedeno on the text line says, "Vamos, Arturo Luna."
Yeager pops that one up to right.
It's going to be a hard play. No, he gets over and makes the catch. Eric Clemente drifted over to his left. That was not an easy play, Justin.
No, it was not.
This game has seemed to settle into a rhythm for both of these pitchers now.
And this is going to be the DH, Josue Cruz.
Nice fastball right down the middle, and you can see with that herky-jerky type of motion that it's hard for the hitter to even tell when the ball's coming out of his hand.
Watches that one drop.
Holds his hands high like Clayton Kershaw. Reminds you of a big, tall lefty who holds his hands high in the stretch position like that. No doubt a Clayton Kershaw fan. Just missed inside. Mr. Talon, are you okay? Big swing and a miss. That's a nice pitch. He missed.
Walked
That's
him.
Ball four. Talon, I hope your conversation goes well, because right now what I'm seeing is 30% chance of rain right now, which isn't bad for Miami. But at 5 p.m., I'm seeing 60% chance of rain. And at 6 p.m., I'm seeing 80% chance of rain. So maybe we should plan for some rain.
So this is Ariel Rosario, 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
That one hits to left field. This is going to be a hard play. I think this is going to get down, Justin.
It is.
And it is for a hit. Just in fair territory.
Nice single by Rosario. And that'll advance Josue Cruz over to second. And we now have 2 on with 1 out, and that's going to bring up number 12, Arturo Montiel, the catcher.
Tying run at first base. Go ahead run at the plate. I do not see any stats on Montiel this season, Justin.
Well, he's going to make them as he goes right now.
Oh, that's because he's listed as a different number. So in our program, we have him listed as number 24, wearing number 12 today. He is a sophomore, 5'9", 182 pounds. In 2 at-bats this season, he is currently hitless.
Well, I'm sure you'd like to change that right now.
He was hit by a pitch and did reach base once this season. Has a fairly open stance, knees flexed. Here's the pitch, and there's the changeup. Oh, that's not even fair.
No.
Coming from that motion. And then
Too
the
hard
ball
to
does
read.
that?
Too hard to read.
Oh, boy. Dylan Maya has slowed the pace down. And that one, he was behind. You could see he can't get a beat on the motion from Maya. You saw how late he was with that swing.
1-2 the count now to Montiel.
Two on, one out here. Second inning. Puts that one on the ground. Is it fair? No, it is not.
Not fair.
Horacio Cruz, the left fielder, is on deck, and he has had a good game defensively so far. Justin, we're getting a nice crowd coming in now.
I'm starting
A
to
little
fill
bit
in.
late arriving, albeit, but
Well, it was a 3:30 start. Not the most convenient time.
oh, there's no lights.
No
It's
lights.
as late as you can start the game.
Got to get going here, and it is.
And he
Tips that one back.
You know, this is a good at-bat, Justin. Those are two good off-speed pitches that he has spoiled. You think it'd be too much to ask for some food around here, Justin?
Yeah, I don't think it's happening.
In for strike
Got
three.
him.
He struck him out. And that one, Justin, looked to me up and in. I did not see that one as a strike. I feel like Montiel got jobbed there.
If you'd like, you could take that up with the umpire. He's got a mask, you don't, so it's on you.
Well, that's not a fair fight.
And this is Horacio Cruz coming up to the plate, the left fielder.
Just as long as he doesn't hit me with it like, who was it on the
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, can't be clubbing people with masks or helmets or anything else.
Oh,
That's
that one
in the
gets
dirt.
away. That's above our camera.
That's going to advance both
When's the
runners.
last time you saw that? A wild pitch goes above our camera.
So now 2 runners in scoring position for the Knights. Cruz a lefty looking to make Maya pay for any slip up.
That was interesting. We watched on the replay there as the ball
Just missed that one.
went
Nice
above
strike.
and then back down on the camera. So a good RBI opportunity here for for Jensen Montañez.
No, you were right.
Excuse me.
Horacio Cruz.
No, Horacio Cruz. My mistake. Left-handed batter for Keysgate.
Oh, swung at that one way up high. What a pitch from Maya. Got him swinging. That was about eye high, it looked from back here.
Cruz hitting .333 this season. Big opportunity here for Keysgate to tie the game with a base hit. Lefty on lefty. Off speed pitch.
Fouled it back.
Oh, I
Fought
thought
it off.
I thought it was a wild pitch and that it was going to score a run there.
No,
I did
he
not
tipped
see,
it.
Did not see it hit the bat there.
Cruz got a little bit of that one.
a tantalizing fastball outside. And Justin, with the wind blowing in your face at 20 to 30 miles an hour, it does make the ball wobble a little bit out of the pitcher's hand.
Yeah, it's actually picking up. And these pitchers are fighting against, they're throwing against the wind, Jay.
Exactly. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Got him. He'll have to throw him out at first.
They got it. That'll do it. They leave 2. No runs across for Keysgate. Gulliver still leads 2-0. You are watching HSBN Live. I'm Jay Hayback along with Justin Bresner, Emilio Sierra on the board. Talon Taylor working his magic with the cameras today.
It's a never-ending fight with the cameras.
Do you want to use yours today? Like run around?
As soon as I get a chance and I settle.
Okay. Sorry, I know you're working hard. We're trying to get Talon to do his magic, Justin, and go into the crowd. We've gotten some great shots from Talon over the last week in all of our broadcasts and all of the games that we have done. And we've done a lot of them. I mean, think about it. We've been doing double headers. All week last week we did double headers. All right, here we go, folks. Top of the 3rd inning. Gulliver leads 2-0. The first 2 batters that saw the plate for Gulliver both scored, and that has been it for either team. And Gulliver now will try to add to that here in the 3rd. Justin, is it me or is this game a little sluggish today?
It's definitely slower than we're used to. Yeah, a little slow.
Just seems like both teams having a hard time getting going today.
Well, I think they're also both trying to deal with the wind and the huge field, the fact that it's going to be almost impossible to put one out here. That's way up high. This is Luis Aparicio, had a sacrifice back in the 1st, scoring the 1st run for Gulliver. That's left up high.
Curveball, pretty pitch, in for a strike.
I just didn't want to do it on the air. I'll correct you. Oh, you can.
Okay. That one cued foul. So, Justin, you had alluded to his last at-bat as a sacrifice. It actually was a ground ball to 3rd that was fielded and thrown out to first base. So he did not give himself up. So that one was just a regular ground ball to 3rd.
I had it confused with the bunt that we saw, the bunt attempt we saw earlier.
Yeah, just to let the fans know so that
was fouled back and over.
To know that we're alive back here. We're keeping score. We know what's going on. Didn't want to correct you there. Just wanted the fans to know that he had not sacrificed. He was retired 5-3 in the 1st inning on a well-hit ball that was knocked down. And that one popped up. Is this going to stay in play? With the wind, it's going to be a hard play, and he does make the play right next to the bench. And it's an unfriendly bench over there. He made the play right next to about 8 Gulliver players. Marco Gonzales ranged all the way into the Gulliver bench and was able to make that play.
This is Eric Delgado at the plate.
Struck out on a nice breaking pitch. And they threw that breaking pitch again to him. And Talon's work is never done. He has been Up the ladder, down the ladder, up the ladder, down the ladder, moving around. We could do a whole show on just what Talon's doing here today.
Couldn't catch up to that one.
Talon, you might be working harder today than we've seen. Oh, and now the rain. Uh-oh. I just felt the first drops. We said 30%, 60%, 80% on the rain. We can only hope that that changes. Maybe take a quick look at the radar.
Yeah, we're good. We got some little clouds behind us, but we look pretty good. Starting to see a lot of sun to the southwest. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything compared to that.
Fouled out of play. It looks like from the radar we're going to get a little bit of the tip.
Delgado fouls that one back.
A little bit of the tip of the system that's coming in. We may get a few raindrops out of it, but I don't think it's going to be major. I think it's going to be more drizzle than rain, and that would be good news for us.
That one's low and in the dirt. Delgado not biting.
We just have to hope that all the storms behind that wait until hitting us. I can smell the rain. Oh, and that one almost got Talon. Talon is up on a ladder right behind home plate, and that foul ball almost got him. Talon trying to save all our equipment right now, putting up umbrellas on the cameras, and we are grateful for that.
Delgado pops that one up to second. First baseman actually coming over to field that one. Two up, two down.
An easy play for Marco Gonzalez. Second play of the inning.
Yeah.
For him.
So Jake Santos will come up with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Santos had a single back in the first inning.
Fastball inside. And that is how Damian Gonzalez has kept these Gulliver hitters honest, is by pitching inside. Not enough pitchers do that. And there is the nice breaking ball over for a strike.
Uh-oh.
Talon is fighting with those cameras, and unfortunately the camera is winning. Did he unlock those chairs down there?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Just missed outside. You could hear Manuel Prats say it was just outside.
Santos makes his way over to first. That's a walk. So 2 out, 1 on for Jay Gorlick. Gorlick walked back in the first. Gorlick fouls that one back at us. He'll step out and reset.
Way up high. Well, we always say, Justin, if you're going to walk someone, let it be with two outs and nobody on.
Yep.
Now, we always say, don't walk anybody. Let's be clear here. This is
because a walk usually equals a run.
Yeah, this is not a situation.
That's a shot towards short. That's going to get through. No? It's fielded, but
he tried
will reach.
He tried the Derek Jeter jump there, but he didn't get rid of the ball.
So that'll advance Santos over to second.
Rey Hernandez had a pretty athletic play there as he went into the hole, backhanded the ball, jumped into the air, just didn't get rid of it.
And it was probably smart that he
Yeah,
didn't.
it was.
It probably would have been
very smart play.
an errant throw
An infield hit.
that would have advanced the runners even
Well,
farther.
right now, there's no harm in doing that because you still have 2 outs and runners at first and second.
That's correct. And Eric Clemente at the plate.
That one is in for a strike. Looked like that one was going to be high. Big swing and a miss. Looked like he was late on that one. Looked like he made up his mind late to swing at that one. Clemente, 6'1", 180 pounds, has had 8 plate appearances so far this season, hitting 125. But that average could go up tremendously with 1 hit, and that hit
Fouled off towards his own dugout.
That 125 could end up being closer to 250 with a hit here.
He got him swinging. That'll
will
end the
do
threat.
it. Clemente goes down for the second time on strikes and ends the 3rd inning same way the 1st inning was ended. Gulliver continues to lead Keysgate 2-0. You are watching HSBN Live. And we have our regular crew of rowdy people here. Myself, Jay Hayback, my broadcast partner, Justin Bresner, and on the board, Emilio Sierra, doing a great job. And I got to tell you, the superstar of today, whoever gets the game ball today has got to give it to Talon Taylor, because Talon has done a tremendous job with working the cameras today, and it has been a full-time job. So much so that he hasn't been able to go into the crowd yet. Usually by now, Talon has been running around the crowd, getting everyone riled up, and today he has spent all his time going up ladders and down ladders and up ladders and down ladders and walking around and going up ladders and going down ladders. I'm getting dizzy watching him.
I'm working on my glutes for the summer.
He says he's working on his glutes for the summer. Summer is quite a ways away,
Yeah,
Justin.
quite a ways off. I think he meant for the spring.
Well, I think what he means is if he keeps working on it, by the time summer comes around, then they'll be more in shape. I don't really want to talk about a man's glutes, though. I mean, I got to be honest with you.
You've already spent more time than necessary.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just a little. And I'm sure my wife doesn't want me talking about women's glutes, so I think it's just a question of
Stay
glutes.
away from glutes.
Glutes in general, I think, are an off-limit topic.
Correct. And this will be the first at bat for Jessen Montanez, the second baseman. And again, the number 9 hitter, Jay. So we could see anything from an alien invasion to an alligator attack.
Alien
at this
invasion? I didn't consider that one.
Number 9 always shows us
And
something.
he hits it hard down the line, and that's going to be a foul
Just
ball.
foul. That would have been an easy double, possible triple. Had
Rich
that stayed
Benavides
fair.
had his arm waving around as if he was waving him home. He thought it was a fair ball. Hard to tell from our angle here. As good as our angle is behind home plate, we could not see where that ball went in relation to third base, but it was hit hard. Off-speed pitch.
Just missed.
This is Montañez's first at-bat of the game, Justin. We are already in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This game's almost half over. And that one hit on the ground. There's going to be a hard play.
It's going to be a playable ball. Nope, bobbled it.
Justin, he never charged it to begin with.
He did.
So
He waited for it to come to him.
I think it would have been an infield hit, even if he had fielded it cleanly. And even if he threw the ball 98 miles an hour to first base, I still think it would have been an infield hit.
They're going to score that as an error or a hit? I would say a hit.
Oh, that's rough. They scored that one an error. I guess it's because he did not charge it, and it was not a very well-hit ball. So that'll go as an error.
So Montanez now on first, and that'll take us back to the top of the order. Alejandro Calapa.
Boy, that's a tough error for both the fielder and the batter because it's a negative for both of them.
Correct.
The only one who wins in that one is the pitcher.
Yes.
Because now if the run scores, it's an unearned run. Off-speed pitch. Low and away. Yeah. We have some fans out by the tree in center field, so if you can see the tree in left center field, there are some fans with chairs out there. That one hits him. Did it hit him, Justin, or was it just ball four?
I think it hit him. I'm not sure. They're going to come out and have a talk with Maya right now.
Well, maybe we can find out. Mr. Prats, was that a hit by pitch or a base on balls?
Hit. Okay.
It was a hit by pitch. Thank you, sir. That's the other thing about being close to home plate. We can actually talk to the umpires.
Yes, we can.
And thank you to Manny Prats for talking back to us. Some umpires may just ignore us entirely.
So Montanez now on second. Calalpa over on first after being hit by the pitch. And that will bring up Marco Gonzalez. As the ump is breaking up the meeting on the mound.
This is going to get interesting, Justin. Keysgate has been waiting for this scenario. It is the same scenario that Gulliver scored, which is 2 on, no outs. So now with the leadoff hitter up, with the number two hitter up, Marco Gonzales, don't be surprised if there's a bunt here because normally your number 2 hitter is one of your best bunters. I don't know if that's the case with Keysgate, but normally in many rosters, your number 2 hitter is one of your more practiced bunters, let's put it that way. And bunting is just about practice. I mean, it's not that hard to bunt. You just have to be willing to do it.
Well, we'll see if Gonzalez is willing to do it.
Ask Steve Hertz. No, he's not bunting. Ball gets away.
That's going to advance.
This is better than a bunt
both
for
runners.
Keysgate. That is the best case scenario for Keysgate because now
2 in scoring position with
second
no
and
outs.
third, and we might see a UIBB here. This is interesting, Justin. I don't think you can UIBB. I think you got to pitch to him.
I think so.
I think you bring the infield in, and you take your chances.
Well, he may be a little more cautious here at 0-3.
Well, Marco Gonzalez this season, Justin, is hitting .538. So, I think they're gonna have a pick your poison situation because on deck is the 10 for 16 Rey Gonzalez, 10 for 15 coming into this game, and he hit a bomb to left field that was actually caught in the first inning. So this is going to be an intense situation for Gulliver. Fastball on the outside corner. That's a nice pitch in a pressure situation by Dylan Maya. This is Dylan's first action as a pitcher this season. Pounded into the ground, foul, and Rey Hernandez could not make a play on it. He tried. that umpire better look at that baseball, Justin, because when you field a ball wearing batting gloves, what's on your batting gloves? Pine tar.
Yeah.
So if you field the ball wearing batting gloves, what's now on the baseball?
Pine tar.
I don't know too many pitchers that'll complain about it.
No. But a batter might. He
Swing.
got him.
Oh, he fouled
Oh.
it straight back. It was almost a foul tip. There are dark clouds all around us, but above us is bright,
Sunshine.
sunshiny sky.
Yep. But still a little hazy, though. It's not cooking us. Gonzalez. The
Gets a
shot is
hold
going
of
to get
that
down.
one, and that's going to be a base hit.
That's gonna
One
score
run will
two.
score. Rounding third on his way. 2 runs will score, and there's no play at second base. Gonzalez with a 2 RBI hit, and Keysgate has tied the game. Gonzalez will be credited with a single. He takes second base on the throw home.
That brings up Rey Hernandez, as we mentioned earlier.
Who is on fire this
Yeah,
season.
another 3 feet on this shot, and it's out of the stadium, which I didn't think we would see today.
And he took a big hack at that one. Justin, I think he's bigger than the last time we saw him.
I'm sure he is.
We saw him at Marlins Park.
Kids grow. Did you know that kids grow?
About
You got a couple.
about 11 months ago. we had Ray at Marlins Park, and he was, obviously he was a big boy then, but I think he's grown. I think he's grown about an inch or two.
That one's in the dirt. So still no outs, 1 on for Hernandez here in the bottom of the third.
Hernandez is one of those guys, Justin, that is just naturally talented. Some players just have it. You know what that it.
And he might very well have it. That's in for a strike. Maya not backing down.
You can't really put your finger on it. It just is, and you just know it when you see it. And I don't think I can carry this.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you should. When you said see it, you're getting close to some issues.
But I think our viewers know what I'm talking about. Big swing and a miss. He
Got
struck
him.
him out. That's a huge strikeout because the go-ahead run is at second base, and Hernandez took a big swing at that but could not come up with it. Justin, that's the first out of the inning.
It is.
Surprised they pitched to him. They could have easily just put him on.
This is Austin Yeager. Yeager flew out to right field back in the second. Hope for a different outcome this time.
He's hitting 333 this season off speed pitch, low and away. Yeager, 6 foot, 210 pounds. That's a big boy.
It is a big boy.
If he gets a hold of this, it's going a long ways. And he does get a hold of it.
Lot of
it's
it.
going back.
It's foul.
And it's going to be foul. It goes all the way to the wall, though. Manny Pratt's telling the left fielder to come back into play because he could not get the ball
Yeah,
over
just let
there.
the ball
as
go. It
Milo
went.
Suarez went all the way over and put his hands in the air because he could not get to the ball. It went under the fence.
Right, they're sending somebody out to get it now.
How you doing, Talon Taylor? Talon has had his hands full today.
Time called by Yeager.
Justin, last year that would have been me up and down on the ladder. It's only because Talon knows what he's doing that we even have him doing it. How many broadcasts last year, Justin, did you say, well, Jay's not at the table right now because He's fixing camera 2.
I'm going to say every.
Jay's fixing camera 3 again.
If not every, close to every.
Yeah, having Talon is great, and Emilio really helps our broadcasts. Big swing and a miss at that one. How about the game, the playoff game we did last year, where it was just me and you, and we had to do the board and the cameras and the commentary? That was
a lot of work.
That was quite a game. I believe that was Gibbons Pace playoff game. The one where Moya and Hernandez both hit home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Big swing and a
Got
miss.
him
He
swinging.
struck him out. That's a huge
2 quick
strikeout.
outs.
And it's 2 strikeouts in a row for Dylan Maya. I said I got Moya on the brain now because I talk about Roberto Moya hitting a home run.
Josue Cruz, the designated hitter at the plate now, walked back in the second.
That fastball left up high. You know, Justin, I get the feeling that even though Maya just struck out 2 batters, he's laboring just a little bit out there. And Gulliver may be getting some arms loose. Nice pitch, but
Low and inside.
not called a strike, though.
Runner goes. He's going to walk the third.
Justin, that's one of those, it's on the pitcher. Because by the time the catcher received the ball,
Marco Gonzalez was 5 feet away from third base.
Eric Delgado put his arm up in the air and said, "What am I doing? There's no way I can throw this ball." And it's got to be a percentage play because they always say never make the first or the third out at third base. So if you're going to steal, you better know 100% you're going to make it, or else you're going to get an earful from your coach.
That one's in the dirt.
And that's
Runner
the
stays.
danger if you're Gulliver with him taking third base, is now a wild pitch scores a run.
That's correct. I'm sure Cruz fully aware of that. So full count to Josue Cruz.
Hit foul. Cruz is a senior. .58", 165 pounds, hitting 143 coming into today. And that one hit hard but foul. You know, one thing, Justin, when I say about sluggish, it seems like both of the teams are not very loud in their dugouts. I think that's part of why the game feels a little more sluggish. We've seen a lot of these high school games where the teams are very vocal.
Well, maybe we got to send the Sharkettes over here to teach them some chants. He walked them. Josue Cruz over to first.
Now that's a whole different level, Justin. If you want to talk about cheering your team on, you know, having rhythmed percussion off of the garbage cans and the poles, and I can't even do it.
It's like stomp this dugout. Yeah, it's great.
I tried to do it. I don't know if you could hear it on the air, folks, but very complicated percussions coming out of the Miami-Dade College softball, the girls.
Well, here's Ariel Rosario. Had a single back in the second. Watches that one fall in for a strike. Rosario, the 7th batter of the inning here for the Knights.
And you know what also, Justin? I think because the dugouts are so far away from us that even when they are vocal, we're not really hearing them. That may be it more than anything, is we're not hearing what's coming out of the dugouts because they're so far.
We're
up
not
the
used to
lines.
seeing them so far away. They're 100 feet from home plate.
It is. They are far, folks. Of all the fields we've been to, these are the farthest the dugouts are removed from the playing field. Runner goes. Here's the throw to second base. Is he out? Yes,
got him.
He is. Keysgate leaves a pair, but scores a pair, and this game is tied. That's right, folks. It is 2-2. Rosario will have a new at-bat when he comes back up, back in the 4th inning. 2 runs score for Keysgate, and we have a brand new ball game. Justin, I feel like I want to give Talon a break.
Well, I mean, we've lucked out so far with the weather. Heading to the top of the 4th. Oh, yeah, there are some clouds behind us now. That is true. But so far, so good. And it looks like the worst of it is to the north and west of us.
Oh, here's something on the text line from Pablito. You're the best catcher, Arturo Montiel. Let's go Knights.
Okay, so got some fans.
Maria Guerrero says, Vamos Gonzales. And Familio Preraquin Gonvar says, Que Argulia, Sobrinos Gonzales. So I guess that's Gonzalez's cousins. We're doing the best we can, folks. We are, Spanish is definitely not our first language. We are trying to give it to you as much as we can here. And I don't even know if I'm that good with Spanish as a second language either.
Better than me, Jay. Better than I am. So here's George Lombard going to lead off the 4th for Gulliver.
It's amazing. You would think with 7 years of Spanish that I'd be better at it. And that one knocked him down to start this 4th inning. Momentum squarely on the side of Keysgate at this point as Gulliver scored both of their runs in the top half of the 1st inning. Nothing since then. That's a nice fastball
Nice.
for a strike. One thing about being in the Homestead Sports Complex is you see some prehistoric size flying objects around here. Dinosaur size flying.
That one's tip foul.
Look like dragonflies, but maybe some other type of species. You had talked about aliens landing.
That's right. And we'll be there with the next batter, number 6.
Popped up with the wind. This is always going to be a hard play, and Rey Hernandez makes the catch. Made it look easy. Lombard flies out.
And now we have a chance for the aliens, Jay. Aliens, alligator attack. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen some crazy
Well, we
things
got a
from
2
number 9.
unassisted out of Milo last time, so who knows what's going to happen this time. 2 unassisted doesn't happen very often. Not without runners on the bases. Rarely do you see a catcher tag out a runner at first base. So usually we'll see something we haven't seen before.
Well, Milo Suarez.
And that one
Pops
hit
that
to
one.
right field. Is it going to get down?
No.
No, it is not. The wind just kept carrying it to right field.
2 quick outs to start the 4th. Will Bettridge now back up at the plate. 2 for 2 on the day so far.
He has been their spark plug. And Justin Bettridge had no hits coming into this game. So those are his first 2 hits of the season.
I would bet they're not the last.
He's now hitting 400 on the season, 2 for 5. With our updated stat tracker, which is my brain.
So somebody double check that at home, please. That's in for a strike.
Hey, he was 0 for 3 coming into the game. He's now 2 for 5, okay? Even I can do some basic math.
I'm just saying, if we got to rely on the brain, we might need some fact checkers.
Oh, my gosh.
Talon, where's Talon?
It was the English part of my SAT that was low, okay? Not the math part.
Oh.
And that one hit hard and down the
That's
line, and that's a base hit.
That's going to be a
Rounding
double, Jay.
first,
He's going.
on his way to second. He'll get there.
Nice hit.
Nice throw in, but he does get in
So
there.
what is he now, Jay?
Standing up. He is
500.
500. That is correct, Justin. Good job.
That was a nice double there for Betridge. 3 for 3 on the day.
Give that man a raise.
Danny McAuliffe now at the plate. McAuliffe 1 for 2 on the day.
The good news for Keysgate is there is 2 outs.
Yes.
So this is not necessarily a situation to panic if you're a Keysgate fan right now.
No. 2 outs, runner on second. McAuliffe watches that one fall in for a strike.
And like we said earlier, McAuliffe on his way to FIU. Our viewership is improving every inning. Tell your friends, anyone that's watching, and
That one missed outside.
let them know we are broadcasting today. Justin, this broadcast came together
Pretty quickly.
somewhat last minute, so that's why our audience is not what we usually would have by now. We have 44 viewers right now live. Normally we'd be up around 70 or 80 by
Probably
now.
about that many people here in person
Popped up, out of play.
as the fans keep filing in.
Yeah, we had thought that the fans from Gulliver might not travel so well because Homestead being so far away, and the Gulliver fans, about 45 minutes away, which is about the drive that we had today. Gulliver, of course, being about 5 minutes from where we are. Curveball, that just missed. It
2
looked
and 2.
like Manny Prats wanted to call it a strike and then just last minute backed off of it. Other than a couple pitches, Prats has called a pretty good game today. That one low.
Full count.
Folks, we have had a very busy schedule. Last week, we had 4 HSBN Live games in 2 days. We did 2 double headers.
Up at American Heritage.
And they were very good games.
Very good games
we
at
had
a
a
wonderful
walk-off.
facility.
Got him in a rundown. Are they going to get him?
They are.
Oh, he turned over, and that will do it. So, Betridge gets caught in a rundown, and McAuliffe will have a new at-bat when he comes to bat, similar to what we saw last inning from Keysgate, and that will do it. It ends up being a 1-2-3 inning for Gulliver. Gulliver has put up 3 zeros since those first 2 batters of the game. It is tied 2-2.
Halfway through this contest.
We are live at the Homestead Sports Complex, which is right behind Keysgate Charter High School. And as we told you from the outset, the wind at times has been howling through this facility. Right now we are getting a break from the wind, and the happiest man around here is Talon Taylor.
Oh, he's still working hard.
But
Wind or no wind.
Talon's still getting up and down on those ladders. He has not stopped. All we want, Talon, is for you to go into the crowd with your camera, and we are already in the 4th inning, and We are halfway through this game, and Talon has yet to go into the crowd. And that's what the crowd wants. Half these people came here today just to have Talon come rile them up. But in all seriousness, Talon is doing a fabulous job today. It has been a hard job for him. And Justin, I'm being told we still may have a possibility of doing more basketball games. So a lot of action for us as broadcasters. Whether it's baseball, basketball, we'll do it all. We've done our share of cycling.
Yes, we have. So Ariel Rosario will get a second chance after his previous at-bat was cut short with the failed steal attempt.
And he is 1 for 1 on the day. And took a big hack at that one, Justin. He had more than a single on his mind with that swing. Rosario in 12 at-bats this season was hitting 167 coming in.
You taunted the wind, and now the wind will make you pay.
Oh, my goodness. And
That one's
one
popped up.
But
Shortstop.
with the wind, what's it going to do? And didn't stay up long enough.
Easy play for George Lombard at short.
I've been impressed with both of these pitchers, Justin. They have done a very good job today. Damian Gonzalez has done a great job for Keysgate after the first 2 batters scored. Has shut down Gulliver entirely.
This is Arturo Montiel.
And that one's cued to first base. Is going to stay in? Yes, it does. 2 quick outs. That'll be 3 unassisted. And Dylan Maya has done a great job for Gulliver. And Talon is in the crowd. Finally. Give the people what they want, Talon.
Well, this is Horacio Cruz, hoping not to be the third out for the Knights.
Oh, now you want to get involved.
Good crowd here today. Not the crowd that we see at American Heritage when we go there, but the expectation level is a little different here. Much tougher trip for Gulliver to make the trip out here.
But worth it if they can get their first win, and that's what they're shooting for today.
That one hit hard, but right at second base. This should do it. Up and over, and that will do it. A quick inning for Dylan Maya. Another 0 on the board.
Yes, you're on camera.
We go to the top half of the 5th inning. It is tied 2-2. You are watching HSBN Live. And Talon Taylor has got to be happy to finally be off that ladder as he is out with his
back up the ladder.
camera.
Okay.
Give it a little space and then do it again.
Still in the game, Damian Gonzalez, as we go to the 5th inning. You know, we see a lot of these high school games, Justin, pitchers are out by now.
I don't see any movement in the bullpen either, Jay. I don't see anybody warming up at the moment.
There is a right-handed pitcher in the Keysgate bullpen. Boy, I can't see that.
I can barely see the person standing there. I guess my angle with the fence. It looks like he was
Emilio,
here
can you see what
in the
number that
bullpen.
is in the bullpen?
no. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, 2 of the 3 have glasses, but I'm on a weird angle because I'm too close.
and I'm old.
Well, that's true too. Well, wait. You have the light up magnifying glass. Grab it and see if that helps you out.
A lit magnifying glass from 185 feet.
Yeah, give it a shot and see what happens.
All right.
It's a double-digit number.
We're
I
gonna-
can see that.
We're going to try it, folks. We're going to try the lit magnifying glass from 185 feet. And it officially does not work.
No.
Justin, that was a bad idea.
So here's Danny McAuliffe.
And I'm really not smart for actually doing that.
Correct. There was no way that was
I
going to work
feel
from
like I
this
was
distance.
pranked just now. Magnifying glass. Really?
So McAuliffe getting another shot after there was a stolen base attempt earlier that foiled his previous at bat.
I will get my revenge, Justin. It might not be this broadcast. It might not be next broadcast.
You'll tell me to use a telescope to look at something right in front of me?
But I will get my revenge. Magnifying glass.
That's in for a strike.
I officially fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Nice
That's in for a
pitch.
strike. We'll see if McAuliffe takes a swing at this one. He does. Shot to short.
Rey Hernandez up and
Scooped
over.
up and
Look
over,
how
no
smooth
problem.
He is. Rey Hernandez. And Justin, we will probably, since this game is close, see him come into the game to pitch.
It's possible. So Luis Aparicio at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Comes up with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. We are tied 2-2, Jay.
Anxious moments from both of these teams right now, Justin. You can feel the atmosphere getting a little tight
Yes, you
on
can.
both sides. And both teams really want this game, too. They both feel like it's a winnable game. And when we talked with Coach Benavides and Coach Crespo, Benavides, of course, the coach for Keysgate, Crespo for Gulliver, when we talked with both of the coaches before the game, it was almost an identical conversation. You know, we're coming around. We're a pretty young team. We feel like we're going to compete. We feel like this is a winnable game.
And they're both correct. This is a winnable game for both teams still.
Good game for us to be at. It's almost like the good games travel with us. Maybe we have the magic pixie dust that we just sprinkle on the field, and
We'll never tell.
maybe we will.
I won't.
Or maybe I will.
No snitching, Jay. We're going to keep that a secret. That's why we do so many great games. That one's in the
I think
dirt.
maybe it's
Any-
Emilio, because every game Emilio's at has been fabulous. So, a strikeout, but advancing to first is Aparicio. Even Aparicio's strikeouts are productive.
It's going to bring up Eric Delgado, the catcher.
I'm being shown on the screen burgers.
Oh, there is some kind of stand.
Hello,
There is a
burgers.
stand over there.
All right, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Everybody up. Everybody up. Get me out of here. You've never seen everybody move so quickly.
why did I get up for?
I said everybody.
You said everybody, but you're going the other way.
I assume everybody's order is the same. Burger with cheese.
He might need 2. Yeah. All right, so here's Delgado. 1 out, 1 on. The top of the 5th. Tie game, 2-2 between Gulliver and Keysgate. That one's left low and in the dirt. That one just missed inside. Count 2-0 now. Delgado getting his signs from the third base coach. Delgado pops that one hard to right field. Going back, he'll make the catch. Can of corn, as they say, for Ariel Rosario out there in right field. So 1 on, 2 out now for Jake Santos. Santos 1 for 1 with a single and a walk today. That one misses outside. 1-0 the count. That one's left low. 2-0 the count now. A lot of time between pitches in this game. I think that's why it seems slower than some of the other games we've done. But exciting nonetheless as we are tied. That one's fouled back at us. That one is cracked to right field. Going, going, going. That's going to drop for a hit. That's going to be a huge double for Jake Santos. Even I was confused trying to follow that one in the air. That will advance Aparicio all the way over to third. So 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. In a tie game, and that'll bring up Jake Gorlick, the designated hitter.
And Justin, as soon as I get up, of course the action starts. I'm being told 5 minutes before our burgers will be ready. I have ordered 3 cheeseburgers and 1 hamburger, as we customarily do at all these parks, and we will let everybody know how the fares here.
Did you just say fares?
At Homestead.
You did say that. And then we're going to have a pitching change?
And a weather change.
We are going to have a pitching change, Jay.
Is it going to be Rey Hernandez?
I think so. No.
Nope. They did tell me that last name Gonzalez was warming up. So
is that 18, I want to say?
Last name Gonzalez. We'll find out the first name here.
I think someone told you wrong, Jay. According to this, it looks like it's Jorge Leon. Jorge Leon is that? Okay, we got it. Thank you.
Jorge Leon.
Thank you. We got it.
And Justin, that's the guy cooking the burgers.
Oh yeah.
Who came over. So my question is, who's cooking the burgers? If the griller is coming over correcting us, then I wonder what's going on with our burgers over there.
Well, hey, as long as we got it right, that's okay.
I turned it off. So
Oh, okay. So Jorge Leon's pitched 4 innings on the season. 5.25 ERA, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 2.5 whip. Normal pitches are finished. We are just about ready to resume. That one's in for a strike. First pitch strike for Leon.
Well, Justin, we'll see if they can keep Gulliver off the board here as Keysgate, with runners at second and third,
That one's left up
and
high.
2 outs, have changed their pitcher. And sometimes, Justin, it's not even a question of whether a pitcher is tired. Sometimes just changing the pitcher itself gets the out that you need.
Well, 2-1 the count.
And that
That one-
curveball is a pretty pitch and in for a strike. Looked like it was going to hit him. He leaned back a little bit. It wasn't quite a jelly legger, but it was pretty close.
It curved right back in.
Big pitch coming up
2-2.
here. Big swing and a miss.
Got
He
him.
struck him out, and that will do it. Gulliver strands 2 runners, and this game remains tied. It is 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. You are watching HSBN Live. More right after this. Here, can you help me with the stand and all that stuff? I'll see if I can get the burgers.
Like having my own personal stairmaster.
Looks like a pitching change for Gulliver as well here. See if we can get their number. I want to say number 2. Aha, number 20. Okay, so we've had a Gulliver pitching change. Number 20 is in. Richard King now on the mound. Dylan Maya taking a seat. King on the season, 4 innings pitched, 0 ERA, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. This will be Jessen Montanez, the number 9 batter. That one's in for a strike. First pitch strike out of King to lead off the bottom of the 5th. That one just missed. Count 1-1 now to Montanez. That one's in for a strike. 1-2 the count now. King looking pretty good. Coming out of the bullpen here. He got him. Montanez down on strikes. So that will take us back to the top of the order. Alejandro Calalpa. 0 for 1 on the day and was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. That one's left low in the dirt. Count 1-0. And King looking pretty good so far. That one's fouled back, way back actually. That one just missed the strike zone. Calalpa pops that one up. That is going to be playable. First baseman coming over to make it. And he will. Nice catch. A can of corn for Jake Santos over there at first. So 2 out, no on. Marco Gonzalez back at the plate. Gonzalez 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single back in the 3rd. Made his way all the way to 3rd. And unfortunately was stranded. That one is chopped towards 3rd. And it foul. Just foul. Probably a blessing there for Gonzalez, as the ball was easily played by Aparicio and rifled over to first base and Jake Santos. So that would have been an easy out. Gonzalez with a second life. And that one's left up high. Gonzalez with a shot. That's going to get down. That's going to fall in front of the center fielder. He's going to make his way to second. Nice stand-up double for Marco Gonzalez. 2 for 3 on the day. And that will bring up the last guy King wants to see, as Rey Hernandez back at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day, but a threat every single time he steps to the plate. Misses outside. Ooh, that looked like a good pitch. Nope. Called a ball. While you were gone, Jay, we had another pitching change. So now Richard King is in for Palmetto. Just to keep you up to date.
Where are they playing?
I'm sorry.
Did we have another team?
For Gulliver.
You said there was a pitching change. I didn't realize we're bringing in 9 more players.
So Marco Gonzalez had a huge double just a second ago. And this is Rey Hernandez, 1 on, 2 out. And he walked him. So Hernandez is going to make his way over to first. That's going to bring up Austin Yeager. So 2 on, 2 out for Austin Yeager. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Score still tied, 2-2. That one's left up high.
You know, Justin, one thing that we've noticed from this new pitcher King for Gulliver is he's throwing a lot harder.
He is throwing pretty hard.
Quite a fastball.
It's a big pitch right here.
Missed.
The wind is picking up, and it is extremely gray. There is no sign of the sun now here. Almost dark enough for lights. That one's low and in the dirt. King having some control issues here. Trying to get this 3rd out.
And there are 2 outs, like you said, trying to get the 3rd out. There are 2 outs, Justin, but if he doesn't start throwing some strikes, this could be a big problem for Gulliver.
That's in for a strike. Yeah, you can't afford to walk the bases loaded here, Jay. It's not the best situation you want to be in.
Sometimes you throw one pitch out of the strike zone, and the next thing you know, you can't find it again.
That one's up high. Yeager on his way to first. Bases are loaded, folks, with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Josue Cruz. Cruz 0 for on the day with 2 walks.
Justin, I inhaled that burger, and it's not just because I'm hungry. It was very good.
All right, I will check it out. It looks good.
With all these broadcasts, we don't get to eat. People don't realize how hard it is. We show up 3 hours before a game and we stay an hour after, and a lot of times we don't eat during. That's a
Big swing and a miss.
That's a 7-hour, 10-hour day sometimes with no food.
That's in for a strike. And the rain is coming down now.
Oh no. Oh no, more work for Talon. I can hear it.
You're right, we can hear it on we got a metal roof on our little area here behind home plate.
I hope it doesn't hit us.
That one's down. 2-2 now to Cruz.
Well, Justin, this is an official game. So if the rain does rain this game out, it would be an official
Got him.
game. I don't know how that works in high school, Justin, because we are tied. And that will do it.
Cruz goes down swinging to end the inning. Score still 2-2 as we head to the top of the 6th.
Folks, if it rains any harder, we may have to shut down at least part, if not all, of our broadcast here. Is our stuff getting wet over there?
No. Might need to check the sling though. Emilio.
Check the sling. Make sure it's not getting wet. I got trash bags in the... Huh?
It's dry.
Dry?
Yeah.
Because it's coming this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jorge Leon will start his second inning of work for Keysgate. You are watching HSBN Live. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The score is tied at 2. The weather has changed literally every 5 minutes, and now there is some rain in the area. And it is affecting the players on the field a little bit. It is affecting our cameras somewhat.
That one's out. No?
No.
Now we have a car in the outfield.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin. There's a
Well,
car,
no.
There's a car outside of the field.
Sorry, outside of the field, but my point was I think that's where the people who were sitting under the tree actually went to get some cover to stay away from this rain.
Yeah, I don't want people thinking there's a car in the outfield. When you say there's a car in the outfield, that's an ominous, that's like a fan man situation, like a number 9 hitter thing.
Clemente, big swing. He struck out.
Neither team able to put up any runs at this point.
One out for Gulliver, and that's going to bring up George Lombard.
Clemente has had a hard time with Keysgate pitching today. That is his 3rd strikeout of the game.
That one's popped foul. Try to get some umbrellas here above our cameras.
And Justin, we're lucky that so far the majority of our equipment is dry.
That's in for a strike.
What about stuff there? None of it's getting wet yet?
No. Mm-mm. It's coming in behind us. You can see it on the floor and on the backs of the chairs. But we're not getting it.
Yeah, but it's starting to creep up on the... I'm going to move that stuff.
Okay, have at it.
What happened? I don't know. Wow. Struck out? Did what? You hit the ball?
So 2 down. Milo Suarez at the plate. That's a sharply hit ball to second base. Scooped up and over for the out. That'll do it.
I just got out to move forward. Is there a yellow Gatorade in there, by chance? I think I drank it. Did you? The blue one? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can keep it handy, but even my bag's not getting wet. And my bag's back here.
I know, it's getting wet on the bottom, not on the top. Bottom, underneath your bag is wet.
Yeah, under the chairs. Yep.
Weird. You would think we would be wet. No, we're not.
Back of your chair's wet.
But we're fine. Okay, folks, the rain continuing to come down here at Homestead Sports Complex, but the game moves on, and that one is nubbed in the air.
Rosario pops up the second. So 1 out for Arturo Montiel. I apologize. We have had a batting change apparently here, as number 9 is now at the plate. Let's get that for you. That's going to be...
Usually that's announced with a PA announcer, Justin.
Usually.
We don't have one, so it's...
Abel Riverall, I want to say.
Yeah, that's correct. Abel Riverol. And I'm feeling a couple of raindrops now, Justin, even in our position being covered.
Yep. It'll be getting drenched by the end of the game. Riverall, big swing. Can't catch it, though.
How'd everybody like their hamburgers?
Quite
Their
good.
Cheeseburgers.
Quite good. I like the bun on the grill aspect of it.
Fastball just missed. The combination of wind and rain is really wreaking havoc with our cameras.
There's Riverall with a shot to first.
3 unassisted.
Which, oddly, the player he replaced hit into back in the 4th.
Yeah, that's true, Justin. It's not a common...
No.
not a common way to score your book, and to have it happen twice to 2 different people in the same spot in the lineup.
Right. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. So this is Horacio Cruz with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
King has been a good change of pace for Gulliver.
Cruz steps out to reset.
He's done a better job of keeping the ball in the strike zone this inning.
That one's up high. Yeah, the players got to be getting soaked, Jay. They've got to be getting soaked out there, as we can hear the rain, but not necessarily feeling it yet here. That's a big swing and a miss for Cruz.
Well, the radar is showing a massive system coming at us right now. This does not look good, Justin.
Nope. There's no way for us to get out of the way. Big swing and a miss. Got him.
That's 2 strikes.
No, it's 2 strikes. Sorry.
The weather may be a problem for us as broadcasters.
Cruz looking to catch up here.
Unfortunately, we do not
Outside.
have the same ability that Major League Baseball has of keeping everything dry and keeping all the equipment dry. And if this gets any more wind and any more rain, we might have some problems here.
That one's fouled back. Cruz hanging tough here against King.
The one big difference about baseball than indoor sports is you always have that opportunity for rain. And here in South Florida, it does rain a lot.
Got him swinging, Jay.
That will do it.
3 up, 3 down for King. And we are still at a stalemate, 2-2.
Another 0 on the board.
And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Or, sorry, the top of the 7th.
You're watching HSBN Live, and we are, if we sound a little bit nervous, it's because the rain is coming down pretty good, and it's only because Talon has affixed umbrellas to our cameras that we even are able to continue bringing you this ball game. And if this ball game ends in a tie and gets rained out, I don't know where that leaves it. I don't know, Justin, if it finishes in a tie or if it's finished at a later date.
I'm not sure. But I do know the good news for Gulliver is they are back to the top of the lineup. And Will Bettridge, Mr. 3 for 3 on the day, will lead it off here.
Yeah, he's had a good day today, Justin. The only player with 3 hits out there today. He scored the first run of the game for Gulliver. Let's give everybody the synopsis of the game. Gulliver scored 2 runs in the first. Keysgate scored 2 runs in the third. And that has been it. That is the synopsis of the game.
That is all the scoring.
2 runs in the first for Gulliver, 2 runs in the third for Keysgate, and a whole lot of good pitching.
Well, here comes Bettridge, and it'll be his first look at Leon on the mound.
Bettridge trying to dry his hands. He goes old school with no gloves. Curveball, nice pitch, in for a strike. Bettridge goes for some clay on his hands, try to get some traction on that bat handle.
That's way
up high. Justin, it's amazing because as we sit in our broadcast position, you look behind us, it looks like a massive storm. You look to our left, it looks like a cloudy day. You look to the center, it looks like a better. And everywhere you look, it's a different weather system. Another good curveball. That
was
drops.
inside corner. Beautiful pitch by Leon.
Yeah, Leon has a very nice curveball, and he has good control over it.
That one just missed low. Count 2-2 now to Bettridge. Can he go 4 for 4, Jay? Is that possible?
The way Leon is throwing that curveball is going to be a difficult task if he throws it here. And he did throw it. And
that's a hit.
He did hit it, Justin, but right at left field.
Nice play made by Horacio Cruz.
That's about his 5th play that he's made. That's been a nice play out there in left field. He's been rock solid for Keysgate all game today. And Bettridge finally
has not reached
has
base.
made an out.
It's going to bring up Danny McAuliffe. McAuliffe 1 for 3 so far. And offering left up high by Leon. McAuliffe not biting on that one.
Oh, look at that curveball. He has such good command of that pitch. The wind has slowed somewhat. The rain still coming down. Another curveball, but that one left inside.
2-1 the count now to McAuliffe. I'm actually feeling more raindrops now, but it's definitely lightened up a whole lot. We don't hear it on the roof anymore.
Yeah, I can't figure out what this weather is going to do. That one
outside, 3-1.
The weather has become the story, though, over the last inning.
As it could stop the game at any point. But it looks like we're trending in the right direction, as it is not nearly as hard as it was. Wind's still an issue, but that's in for a strike. Full count.
As long as the pitchers can keep good control over that baseball, and as long as we don't get puddles in the field, I think we'll be okay.
That one is
Hit
crushed
hard
to left field.
And another nice play out there by Horacio Cruz.
So Luis Aparicio now up at the plate with 2 outs.
This is the final out for Gulliver, Justin.
It is.
In regulation, so we may be going to extra innings here. Keysgate's going to have a chance to
walk off.
If Aparicio can't reach base here.
That was a first pitch strike by Leon.
Aparicio, the last chance that Gulliver has here in the 7th inning. It is a tie game, though. Another curveball inside. But he's thrown that curveball very well, has Leon. Popped up, out of play. In the dirt. Aparicio stays alive. Aparicio, the number 3 batter today, Justin, without a hit. He's not used to that.
No, he's not. Although he did reach on a strikeout back in the 5th inning.
That one hit hard.
And now get down for a hit. Aparicio with his first hit of the day.
The Gulliver fans coming into our broadcast booth for some shelter have reminded me that I said Aparicio did not have a hit today, and
now he does.
Now he does.
And this is Eric Delgado at the plate. And I guess to continue the trend, Delgado also hitless on the day.
How often do we see at the high school level, Justin, that the number 3 and 4 hitter on the same team without a hit going into the final inning?
Not often.
The only time I think we've ever seen it is maybe with Futrell or, one of those
lights out pitchers.
Absolute shutdown pitchers throwing 96.
And the rain has stopped. So the rain should not be a factor as far as the rest of this game goes. Unless it picks up again.
Your lips to God's ears, Justin. I sure hope that's right.
Delgado pops it.
Is it coming to us?
No. Next to us. Got it. Nice play.
And he fell down and made the catch.
Beautiful catch by Arturo Montiel there.
That is not easy, Justin, as a catcher. That'll do it.
to you.
Go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Keysgate to finish this in regulation. We are tied at 2. You're watching HSBN Live. And again, it is myself, Jay Hayback, along with Justin Bresner, Emilio Sierra, and Talon working the cameras. Talon Taylor has been the busiest of the 4 of us today. Justin, me, you, and Emilio have had it easy. We get to sit undercover. Talon has to work hard in the rain. How did that happen? Emilio's not complaining. King will come out for his 3rd inning of work.
And the rain is picking back up again, just that quickly.
We are right on the cusp of the storm. Keysgate looking to put a run up and walk off against Gulliver. It's been a good competitive game for both teams. And for the most part, a pitching duel, even though we've had base runners almost every inning. Both teams have had base runners. They've had opportunities, just have not been able to cash in.
So the Knights, at the bottom of the order, our favorite position there, Jay. Number 9 batter, Jessen Montanez.
Oh, he went for a butcher boy, Justin. Or as Steve Hertz calls it, a slash. I still don't know why it's called a slash. I also don't know why it's called a butcher boy.
There you go.
That's a very odd name for it.
That one misses low.
So 2-0. I guarantee you he's got a take sign here. And I just saw Benavides, Coach Benavides, put up his one finger in the air, which is almost universal for take a pitch.
He took it for a strike.
He might be taking another one here. Make King prove he can throw strikes. Oh, and he hit him! Oh, boy. What a break for Keysgate. They get the leadoff man on.
So Montanez has now reached by being hit by a pitch which just occurred, and he also reached back on an error back in the 3rd.
And that was a tough error, Justin.
It was.
I still wonder if that was a hit.
It was a close call.
That was an unfortunate error.
The Knights will head back to the top of the order with Alejandro Calalpa coming to the plate. Calalpa 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch.
You okay, Talon? The right lower extremity of Talon having some difficulty. We promised we would not mention the G word on the broadcast again. One of the assistant coaches for Keysgate showing off his arm, throwing some balls in.
And it is coming down, Jay.
I think he was a catcher, Justin. Did you see the way he fired those balls in?
I did.
The ball was right by his ear, and he just flicked it. I think he was a catcher.
It is really starting to
Big
come down
lead
here.
at first base. Going to bunt.
He
and
does.
He gets it down. It's a good
Perfect bunt.
And a nice play. So, Calalpa with a good sacrifice. Justin, he was trying to bunt for a hit there. That was not just a straight sacrifice. He will get credit for the sacrifice, but that was more of a bunt for a hit. It is
Coming down.
completely
Jay.
dark.
Yeah.
And we have no lights here.
This is Marco Gonzalez, 2 for 3 on the day.
Only because our cameras are showing a little bit lighter can the fans really not appreciate what's happening here.
Big swing and a miss for Calalpa. I'm sorry, for Gonzalez.
Gonzalez has reached twice today.
Yep, single and a double.
A single here may win the game, Justin.
Possible.
Intense pressure. That one
was-
high. Now, Justin, walking him means literally nothing at this point. So
No.
why give him anything to hit here? Because there's literally no disadvantage to walking him.
True.
But is that his directive? Is that what the coach is telling him to do? He gave him something to hit there. You can hear the coaches fight up there. Fight. They want him to fight.
It's behind in the count, 1 and 2.
I don't think you say that to a man with a bat, Justin. I don't know if that's the choice of words I would use.
It is pouring here now.
Swing and a
Nice
miss. He
swung.
struck him out. Throw to second base. He's going to be safe at second.
Safe.
Barely. Just safe at second. Check the swing. Make sure the swing is okay.
And that is 2 outs now for Rey
Is
Hernandez.
it dry? It's dry? Wow, okay.
No, if it's dry, great. You want to move it?
Remove it.
He's got people there. Oh,
We had to move some of our equipment to avoid this heavy downpour right now. We have a massive black cloud above us. Very ominous cloud.
here's Yeager, 1 for 3 on the day.
Pop that up. Is there a play? Is there a play? No, there is not.
Just
It was about 1.5 feet from being an out. There are 2 outs. Keysgate still with Montanez at second base. Their number 3 hitter at the plate right now. No, he's not.
number 4.
Excuse me.
Big swing and a miss.
So they
Another
put,
throwback to second.
so they had put Hernandez on it intentionally.
Correct. Hernandez
I guess
is
we
on
were
first.
putting our equipment.
Yeah,
away
we were
when-
trying to get our stuff out of the rain when that occurred.
So that was an IBB. You don't want Hernandez to beat you, that's for sure.
No.
First base open makes total sense to me.
2 on, 2 out.
This is the game right here.
Could be. And it is coming down. I don't think they're going to play any more innings after this, Jay.
Field is fine.
Yeah, there's no way the pitchers can hold on to the ball in this rain. It is pouring. Runner goes. He got him.
He struck him out. And that's it. The umpire
As I
has
said.
that is it.
As I said, too
He has
dangerous.
called the game.
Too dangerous.
It is going to end in a tie.
Player safety first.
Like a wilder fight. Stop it too soon.
Too soon.
Well, that sends everyone home happy.
No. No.
Tiebreaker, tiebreaker.
You gotta go with the safety of the kids first. It is coming down, folks. It is wet out here. The wind has oddly died down, but The rain is picking up, and it is still coming behind us. It's
So
not
this
gonna
game has
stop.
ended in a tie. It'll go as a 2-2 tie. Gulliver and Keysgate locked up in a tight one. It was a good game, an excellent pitcher's duel. And we are so glad that you could join us today, and it's been our absolute pleasure to bring it to you. You have been watching HSBN Live. Again, the final score, Gulliver 2, Keysgate 2.
Not as good as a win, not as bad as a loss, Jay. Both teams walk off with a tie.
Oh, when you say it like that, I don't know if I like that.
Well, what do you mean? It's not as good as a win. It's not as bad as a loss. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was feeling better about it until you said that.
I'm sorry. Did I ruin that? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a good game. Unfortunately, it will end as it is. We have gone a full 7 innings.
Well, folks, we're ready to shut down our broadcast. Thanks again, everybody. For myself, Jay Hayback, my broadcast partner, Justin Bresner, our man on the board, Emilio Sierra, and our man everywhere else, Talon Taylor. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time on HSBN Live.